welcome back. My name is LastKnownMeal and today we're going to talk about Gwent Android. Now, since the game came out 2 days ago on March 24th, it has been downloaded more than 100,000 times, and I wanted to use this opportunity to talk about that and also about the future of this game. And to everyone staying indoors now, hopefully you are safe. Now, I went back to their store page because I was really interested to see how well this game is doing, and having these many downloads after only 2 days is promising, especially for a card game that has been out for a while now. And generally card games are having issues right now, the market is changing, and those games are currently just not trendy. Now, as I said in my first look video, Gwent today is a totally different game from the one in The Witcher 3, and I saw a lot of reviews mention that, which is probably coming from all the people that want to try this out for the first time. And yes, the game evolved, it became more of a battlefield rather than a friendly game of cards, which is okay. They had to keep the interest of people. These choices were obvious and I am glad, because Gwent is easy to learn but hard to master, and because the market is not looking good for card games, they have to update the game all the time to keep it fresh and so that you can be interested to actually go into the game every single day or every other day. And look, there are many ways you can build your deck in this game and defeat your opponents, and so many tactics, and it's just, when you go into the game, you're just looking at the tip of the iceberg. As you get more cards, as you make different decks, you are going to also have different tactics for different factions. Now let's go back and look at the numbers. 100,000 so far is a good number, but just looking at max number of people who downloaded is not enough, because for a studio, people that actually come and stay and play the game are the ones who are valuable. And those are the people that really showcase the popularity of a game. If a game has 50 million players, okay, that's 50 million people who logged in, tried the game, they maybe liked it, maybe disliked it, and they went out. It doesn't mean that the game right now has 50 million concurrent players. That is not going to happen. But same here. It's gonna be interesting to see which people actually stay and how many people actually stay and just continue to play the game. And as I said before, a game like Gwent fits perfectly on the phone or any handheld device. You will get a round or two of Gwent as you're traveling, sitting on your bed, whatever, but it feels more accessible, and you are most likely going to go and play Gwent on your phone because it's just a game that fits on those devices. Because when you're on your PC, you're going to play something else, you're not going to jump into this, but when you're having it on your phone, it's a totally different story. Next thing is the popularity on the long run, and I'm talking about 3, 4, 5 years. Sadly, I couldn't see how many times the iOS version has been downloaded, but generally the smartphone market is becoming bigger and bigger, and it's normal to see CDPR's presence here as well, and it's normal for a company to utilize the mobile market because they know how big and how influential mobile market is. But the problem is, on the mobile market, everything is marketing. You have to constantly bombard people with ads so that your game would actually get the numbers you want. If you look at Raid Shadow Legends, that game has millions and millions of people downloading it, but I doubt that many people play it. Come on. And it's just marketing, because if CDPR decided to go on an aggressive marketing campaign and basically promote Gwent on Android on every single game on Android, then you would see those numbers, but those are not organic numbers, not all the time, trust me. Having 100,000 sometimes is better than having 1 million, because usually what happens is that these numbers are being changed all the time. They're being made to look like a game has been downloaded many times, and it hasn't been, not organically. So far the game has a score of 4.7, which is great for 36,000 reviews, but again, it will be interesting to see how these reviews change in the future and how many people actually joined and left and, never actually went into the game again after downloading. You also have to keep in mind that CDPR does have another studio called Spoko that will specialize in mobile games and apps. which could include something new for the future, maybe for Cyberpunk, maybe for The Witcher, we don't know. Another game I would like to see here is Thronebreaker as well, even though technically that game wouldn't be free on here, but again, I would play it here. It has a great single player campaign. Yes, it's based on Gwent, but still, it's a really good game. I mean, I wish we had more specific numbers, but look, the game came out 2 days ago. It's gonna be interesting to see how it develops in the next couple of months, and I'm certain that CDPR is going to go out in the open and actually talk about numbers, so when they do, I will make a video on it. It's probably going to be when they have their yearly investors call, so keep a lookout for that. And look, from everything I had seen, they are implementing a lot of events and updates into the game. They're constantly trying to keep everything fresh, but the traffic for Gwent might rise after Cyberpunk 2077 comes out. Not directly, but indirectly people will want more stuff from the company. And when you have a game like Gwent, which doesn't force you to pay for stuff, which doesn't force you to buy, you know, kegs and everything. It does have it. You can buy actually kegs for money, but you can also get resources by just playing the game and buying every single one of those kegs without paying. So we'll see how much money is also going to CDPR make from Gwent on Android, because that's also another important aspect here. You know, they're not... Microtransactions are not mandatory, but they can still, you know, push the company forward if people buy it. They still have to pay their servers somehow, so we'll see. And that's pretty much it. I'm glad that Gwent is working well on Android. I can't wait to have, you know, more releases from CDPR on our smartphones in the future. That's coming, trust me, that's coming, but we'll see their strategy on that, because they don't want to put so many games out there in general, nevertheless on mobile, so the choices they make here are gonna be interesting to just analyze and see. So this is LKM signing out. Tell me down below, did you try Gwent on Android, and what are your thoughts? And also smash that like and subscribe button for more, and join our growing community on Twitter and Discord. This is LKM signing out, and stay classy everyone. Bye bye.